are now enjoying the audio live stream. So we are going to see if we are live. Obviously, I bet we are live. Every time that I look on this thing, it always is live, and I'm usually talking a little bit. 2 feet and a heartbeat. Kenneth Kidwell, welcome. Glad that you guys are here. Today, we're just talking about Run into the Sky. Does this still say EFT? No, it doesn't. We're just going to be talking about Run into the Sky, the nonprofit, talking about paramotors, EFD, which is going on right now, the endless foot drag, and just talking about paramotors in general. Sound good? Sounds good to me. So who do we have here? Who do we have here tonight? Butch Fly. What's up, Butch Fly? Glad that you're here, buddy.
How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good.
Glad to be here.
It's good to be here.
Yes.
And we're going to be going to EFD in a couple days.
Yes, we
Just
are.
spending a couple of days, but not the whole week, and definitely not the weekend. We got students coming in and first flights and all sorts of fun stuff.
Right.
So we'll be at EFD. Who out there is going to be at EFD? Let me know in the super chat. So I'm going to be there. Butch going to be there. How about you, Mr. Scuba Steve? You going to be at EFD?
That's too far for me, man.
Oh, man.
I just took my last bit of time off for this last fly-in that nobody showed up for, but it was too windy. I can't blame them for not showing up.
So you went to the fly-in, and you were the only person that went to a fly-in.
The loneliest fly-in ever.
Wow.
Are you sure you were at the right place, man?
That's what I was thinking.
I was definitely at the right place. It's just nobody showed up because, I mean, honestly, Wednesday was the only day that had calm winds. The very next day, it was going to 22, 24 miles an hour the entire day. And it's like, yeah, for actually the rest of the week, all because of Lee. Even though Lee was way off the coast, the wind was hitting it hard enough to make it high. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, Scuba Steve, glad that you made it here. Wow, look at over here. We got Paramom with a kitty walking all over the screen. Welcome, Paramom. How you doing today? And we can't hear you because you're on mute. She goes, oh, man.
I'm just like a hot mess here. Yeah. She's more like chasing. She sees the moths outside the window and stuff, the bugs. And so anyway, hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Monday night and we're all just hanging out tonight. We could talk about this, talk about that, and we may just talk about paramotors. So grab
Just
your
a little bit.
chairs and your snacks and all that stuff. And if you want to be a guest on our show, just get up with me, paramomusa.com. It'll take you right to my Facebook page. And then you can just say, hey, I want to be on your show on Monday night. Paramom.
Your show?
And just come on over.
Okay.
I'll leave the light on. Y'all come over.
Yeah, I love it. It's not my show, even though it's PPG Ground.
I know.
Podcast.
I'm showing my old school. The old commercial. We'll leave the light on. Sometimes people like, okay, real quick. You guys know remember that movie, Billy Jack?
What?
The movie Billy Jack.
Billy Jack?
I remember.
Off the Tallahatchie Bridge or something?
That was my favorite movie. Anyway, I was out somewhere and one of the friends had one of these black kind of cowboy looking hat on or whatever. And I said, and of course they're, somewhat younger than me. And I was like, yeah, I said, that's really a nice, that's a cool hat. You look like that guy from Billy Jack. And the look was like, huh? I'm like, okay.
I don't recall Billy Jack. I don't even recall the name, let alone the movie. So,
well, maybe it was Billy Joe jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Billy Jack was like a cowboy karate dude.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
It was something that he was trying to, save the land or whatever it was. But
you haven't seen the movie? Come on. All right. I'm too old.
Don't know.
Remember when they have the song?
Will should have seen it.
The theme song or whatever.
Does it have anything to do with flying or paramotors?
No.
Well,
Oh.
that's why I haven't
you.
seen that.
I told you.
Okay.
We're gonna talk
That's-
about anything tonight.
That's why. Okay.
Okay,
And,
anyway, I'm gonna mute myself now. Everybody just enjoy.
No pom poms though. Are we done with the pom poms? No pom poms tonight.
Oh, yes, they're right here, but I think if I grab them, I might just like fall off the chair at the moment.
Oh,
So
okay.
wait
don't
on
do that.
that. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's talk about something that Sean and I both have experience with the.
Can you hold that thought and let's introduce Will Fly real quick. He's
Oh, sorry. Yes, let's give Will. his
It's all
time.
right, man. It's all right, Steve. It's okay, man.
it's all you, Will. It's all you, Will, real quick, and then hold that thought, Scuba.
It's the Steve and Sean show.
Oh, that's all right. Nothing much to report. I have been, I got 2 great flights in 2 days in a row. And the amount of flying I do isn't as much as it used to be. But God, every time I do it, I'm just like sold all over again, It's, you land a completely different person than when you took off.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
it's
Agreed.
just an awesome feeling. Now you're gonna have those very few flights where you're like, man, I wish I was on the ground, but that shouldn't take off in that case anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's it. I'm working on just the tip 12.0, and it should be out shortly. You can
Okay.
find that on YouTube. Just search for Willfly, or you can go to willflyppg.com, take you to the same place.
Excellent. And Will, you're not going to EFD this year?
And Steve said he wasn't going to go, so yeah, I was going to go, but
If Grandpa goes, nobody wants to go apparently. So
I would
I'll
like to
get
go.
there, and no one's going to be there. Just like when Scuba Steve.
Kramer's going. Bill H is going to be there.
Oh, man.
So I don't know who all's going, but I know those 2 said they were going. So
No,
Must
we'll
be
say
fun.
we'll take pictures, we'll take selfies, and send them to you, Scuba, and say
there you go. That's all I need. Some selfies, just like I was there.
There you
All
go.
right. Now, what were you going to say?
Well, a few things. I mean, we can go
Alright.
through the whole gambit, but yeah, I noticed. Now my motor is now at 10 hours, 10 whole hours. So I'm like really got it broke in now, and it started a day before yesterday. I started getting actually after I put it on the trike and I gave it a few rides up and down the street. I noticed a little bit of hesitation in the throttle. Just like when you first hit it, it was just hurry. So I'm like, okay, that's
Her knee, what?
hurry. Yeah, there you go. So I had to do the 10-hour maintenance, which is basically retorquing the head bolts anyway. So I took the plug out and the plug looked really dark, like it's burning too rich. So Ryan sent along a little carb adjustment tool. So I literally on the factory R, you don't want to make big adjustments. So I turned the low idle 1 minute clockwise, and now it's perfect. Runs perfect.
Good. Awesome.
But I was going to say on the Kangook Basic trike, because you got one of those in, and I don't know if yours got sent the same way mine did, but I noticed when I took everything out of the box, all of the screws were already where they needed to go, except for maybe 2. Was yours that way?
It was such a long time ago. I honestly do not
Okay.
remember. I've put together so many trikes that I don't remember my particular trike and that particular experience. I did a video, but I don't think I actually followed up on it. So I don't know. I'll have to
Yeah,
look.
I was just impressed because, I mean, you take it apart and it's got all the pieces, but like every little bolt that was already, that could be in there was in there. So literally you just take the bolt out, put whatever piece, and then put the bolts back together. It was that simple. So that was impressive.
So you're trying to say that it was pretty basic?
It was pretty basic. Pretty
Because
basic.
it's Kangook basic. Okay. All right.
I did not fly the trike yet, Tony. I have to wait. Now that Lee is past us, we should get some better days. I can't fly from around here except maybe on the weekends because that's when the Air Force base is closed. But, I can still at a time to where I can still fly and not have to call them and get permission. And I definitely don't want to be flying when the jets are flying overhead because that's crazy. So I'll get it in. I still need to do some more. I need to do some kiting with that wing over my head on the trike. See how it's going.
I can't wait till you do it, because I tell you what, once you fly a trike, it's all over. I mean, actually, we do have a student that did fly his trike for the first time, and you've probably seen it. So let's go ahead and check that out. So this is first flight of a, not a trike, it's actually a
It's got a
quad.
quad, right? Yeah.
So watch this. As soon as it's up in the air, look at that. Just popped
Boom.
up. It was really awesome. And when he was up in the air, what's really cool, just like Butch, we could hear him when he's like, woohoo, up
Yeah.
there.
Was that his first flight ever, or?
That was his first flight ever. Yes.
Wow. I
And
like that even though that was a quad, it seemed like the wheels came up really centered. It didn't like come up one side, then the other. It just popped up, which is nice.
that's one of the things that people were saying, that if you don't get those wheels up quick, that, you know, it could catch or something. So when we did the hang check, we made sure that the wheels, the front wheels, were definitely higher than a trike usually.
Yeah, you can
He
see
came-
that the
when he
front
came
wheels-
in,
Yeah.
his back wheels hit, his front wheels hit great, and it was an absolutely perfect, amazing landing. So it was really incredible. I was really impressed with him and his first flight. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love first flights.
Oh, they're the best.
Absolutely. So yeah, I can't wait for you to take your first flight on your trike, man. Trikes are wonderful. And the thing is too, what's really neat is that I really like the low powered trikes, you know, the bolt-on trikes. So my Atom 80, I put the Kanguk on, or a bolt-on light trike, and it is just so incredibly easy to take off. It's nice and quiet because it's a 80. Now, grant, I do have the Monster 185 on a bigger trike. I got a 220 on another trike, and my big tandem is a 503. So I like just the nice little light trikes. Those are nice and fun to fly. Butch now, he wants to try a bigger trike, so we're going to get him on a Monster 185 on a heavy trike. So that's going to be really fun.
Oh, goodness gracious. It's going to be dipping in valleys and jumping back up. Well, y'all don't really have many mountains or anything where you're at, but
Yeah.
maybe you can find a rock quarry and go down in there and come.
We have some actually.
There you go.
We have a couple around. And I told him, it's like, once you try this heavier trike, going back to the light trike, you might not want to do it. You might want to stick with a heavier dedicated trike. So, you know, you guys out there, I don't know if you know or not, but you know, if you're new, maybe you don't. So you have different types of trikes. You have a foot launch machine that will bolt on to a light trike. And when we say light trike, we're talking about 20, 30 pounds, very light. Then you have a dedicated trike, which means that it doesn't break down or anything. It's basically a full trike that doesn't break down into a foot launch. And they are definitely a little bit more solid. And those are the ones that you usually see that have the roll bars on them. So if it has roll
Yeah.
bars,
With this,
probably-
and it's got its own harness too. You don't use your existing harness. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So who out there flies trikes, only trikes, or light trikes that they bolt on, or maybe have bolt? I have both. I have light trikes. I got tandem machines. I got dedicated trikes. I love them all, but I do love foot launch. I gotta tell you, I really do enjoy foot launch with an Atom 80 of all things. Go figure. And Will, you started off with the Atom 80.
Yeah, I did. I was just looking, I did start off with the Atom 80, and I could have just as easily started off with the Moster, but I'm glad that I started with the Atom 80 because I believe that it made me a better pilot, because I didn't depend on the power of the Moster. You know, sometimes, a lot of times, power can really get you out of trouble quickly.
You can.
Yes.
So, but with the Atom, you got to kind of, you know, pay more close attention to little things like what your wing is doing. And yeah, you spend more time on the ground with the Atom, but it makes you a better kiter.
Yeah.
So all the way around, I was looking at Kenneth Kidwell said he tried kiting when he got off work, but the wind was twitchy, so he couldn't keep it in the air. And so if you're brand new, and Kenneth's new, I don't believe he's had a flight yet, but so he's in the kiting stage. I mean, you really want, especially when you're starting off, if you can work with someone who's kiting, like an instructor, if that's not feasible or whatever, you want some good laminar winds. And so like maybe 5-6 miles an hour, that's perfect. 8 miles an hour is even okay. I mean, you definitely don't want, 12 gusting to 18 or
No, not if you're using a real wing. Do you have like a kiting wing or using like your wing? And if you are using your wing, what size is it? How many meters? We noticed that going out and kiting in heavy twitchy winds with a kiting wing actually is pretty nice. I mean, I actually enjoy flying, or not flying, but kiting with a kiting wing. Butch, you've seen, you like to go out there and kite with a kiting wing. I mean, heavier winds, no big deal.
Nope. Yeah. I thought it would snatch me up on the ground, but nope, it doesn't.
A normal size wing will. It'll snatch you up pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
It'll say, "How you doing, Yank?"
Kenneth Kidwell said, no,
No, I haven't. Yeah, I think he don't have a kiting wing, is what he's
Gotcha.
saying. Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's working with he's got a buddy that's trained with Kyle O. So
Oh, okay.
and along those lines, the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned about kiting, is to know how to bring that wing down. And when you have to,
Yeah.
when the rubber meets the road, it's either you or the kite, and the kite's going to win every time unless you take charge.
Ain't that the truth? And we have noticed too that when we do heavier winds on a kiting wing, that's when we can really show how to reach up and disable the wing multiple ways. So what are some of the ways that you can disable a wing in high wind? Butch.
Yes.
Yeah,
You were listening?
paying attention.
Oh man, gotcha, Butch.
Yeah.
Scuba Steve, in high winds, how do you disable?
High winds, I'd probably reach up and grab the B's or the D's and just pull them down.
Don't grab the D's, that will give you lift. That's
Well,
like
the D's would be weird, but yeah,
Grab the A's.
the B's.
right. So what you do is
A's.
if you have A's, B's, C's, and D's, you would want to reach up and grab the C's, pull those C's straight down. It'll taco your wing. It doesn't make any difference how fast the wind is going. You pull those C's, it's going down.
And the B's will just pull the edges, right? So the C's, yeah, I don't even know which ones. I think the C's are the green ones on mine. I'd have to see. I'm thinking about colors. So
Yeah. And that's another thing too, because all wings are different. There's no standard to what color lines are.
Right.
For example, the Sol Flexus, all the lines coming up from the risers are yellow, right? On the ozone, it seems like the A's are red.
They're blue.
Are they blue?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
A's on the ozone?
No, the A's on the ozone. Oh, I don't know about the ozone, but the APCO, the red A, B's are blue, and C's, I think, are green.
Yeah, and I think it's different on the gin also, and it seems like they're all different. So there's no rhyme or reason when it comes to the colors of the lines, unfortunately. Butch, what is another way if you're out there kiting and somebody's wing is doing something crazy, how can you as a bystander help them control their wing if they need help?
Stand behind the wing if it's on the ground.
Exactly. So if it's actually on the ground and it's in a wall configuration, you can stand right in front of the leading edge. And as the wind blows, it's going to actually bow around you. So that can actually help the person with the wing that's on the ground. And it's really nice when you have a kiting wing, because you can really show the students in a non-dangerous environment how to disable a wing. Have you ever had, Will, a situation where you had to disable a wing while it's either in the air or on the ground as you're kiting?
Yeah, normally I just unclip and let the wing fly away. I've lost
Oh,
like
there you go.
wings that way, but it works.
Yeah,
No,
we just run
I-
through a bunch of wings. We just order another one on
damn
Amazon.
it, I need another wing. Darn it, I need another wing. Also, yeah, I typically just grab the bees and kill it. And that's worked out really well. The reason I kind of like doing that also is because you can still have just a little bit of control on the wing, just enough to kind of move it over a little bit if you need to, if the winds are right. But I just always grab the bees. And the other thing is, as soon as you can, get some fabric in your hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For people that don't understand that, what does that mean?
What it
Fabric.
means is that, like, as soon as you can, like, grab the wingtip, just
Yeah.
you grab it, and the wing ain't gonna fly if you're holding its wingtip,
Exactly.
So, and it's a lot
I
easier.
did have that happen when we were what was it, flying last year, I think. We were out there kiting in way too strong a wind, and it started to snatch me, and I went up to grab my B's or C's. I don't remember which one, and went to yank them, but the wind hit at the same time, and I didn't have on gloves. That will burn the crap out of your hand, just so you know. If you're kiting out there, especially in a strong wind, wear some gloves, because even if you grab that line right as you pull up, the wind hits it at the same time, it's going to snatch that line through your hand. That hurts.
That's really good. When it comes to safety, what are some safety things that you guys do when you are kiting the wing or flying, right? So me, even during the summertime, I'll wear tactical boots. And that's just because even if I land out 1 mile away, imagine walking through the woods, through and over barbed wire fences, etc. 1 mile out in the country is a long mile straight away without any country roads. So obviously, when you are kiting in heavy winds, wear gloves. How many people wear a helmet? I always wear a helmet.
Yeah.
So
If
what are
it's
some
kind of hard wind, I'm wearing a helmet for sure. It's
exactly?
got to be almost no wind before I won't wear a helmet.
What are some other safety things that you guys use when flying or kiting a wing, just for curiosity? And you guys too, let us know in the super chat, what do you wear or use to help you stay safe when kiting or flying a wing? Or flying a paramotor? Kiting a
I'll tell you-
wing, flying a paramotor.
One of the main things I do to avoid trouble is, if it is higher winds when I kite, I usually will hang kite. I don't clip in. That way I do not get plucked across the field or something. Because if you're hooked in, you got a lot less time to react. If you're hang kiting, you can just let go, like Will does. Just let go. And then you're okay.
That's very interesting that you said that. Obviously, don't let go of your wing. If you are clipped in, I would suggest on wind that is very fair, that's reversible, reverse your wing, get it up in the air, let go of your brakes, and now use only your D lines to control your wing. Do that a lot. Get very good at it, because if you ever get plucked, right, let go of your brakes, hold on to that. That way, if you're holding onto your brakes, what's going to happen? You're going to untwist, and now you're going to be flying backwards, right, and heavier wind. So if you don't want to be spun around, let go of the brakes, hold on to your D lines, and you can fly that wing pretty much as long as you're up in the air being plucked. You can fly it, get yourself down, and land safely. So learn how to kite your wing with your D's. How many people have done that? Butch,
Learn
Will,
what now? Yeah, I did some.
have you done that, Steve?
I didn't hear what the question was.
I don't know. Is my microphone not working well?
No, I was reading the broken tooth thing.
Who listens to PPG Grandpa? I don't understand. So the question is, when you kite in higher wind, we'll just say between 6 and 8, nothing that's dangerous, right?
Okay.
If you're able to do a reverse, have you ever let go of the brakes and then grabbed onto the D lines and kited like that? If you haven't, I would suggest that you do that, because if you're ever in higher wind and you land and you turn around and you start to be plucked up, whether you're free flying, whether you have a motor on your back or you're kiting, you don't want to hold on to the brakes, because you will spin around. And then if you have a
Right.
motor on your back, you could be flying backwards, you can turtle, and you're definitely not in control of your wing. So to stay in control of your wing, let go of the brakes and immediately hold on to the D lines. That will keep you from turning around, because you're holding the D lines, right? And then you, or the brakes, I'd say hold the brakes behind the toggle, and that way you can actually steer your wing as you're being plucked. You can even come down and flare so you don't hit hard. So the question was, does anybody learn how to kite like that?
I did when I was training with Kylo, because we got some decent wind, but
Mhm.
here I haven't had anything like that to even try it really. There hasn't been any good reverse days besides when I was actually flying, not hiding days. So I haven't tried it here yet, but I will.
Okay, interesting. Keep an eye on the super chat for the answers to these questions.
Well, there was, Greg Laney said, if I can find it now. Well, shoot.
Have a little traction on your footwear and don't kite at wet
That's it.
grass. Yeah,
That's
ask
it.
me how I know.
Have good footwear, traction on your feet, and don't kite on wet grass.
Excellent.
And then
Yeah,
Chad,
I learned my
Yeah.
lesson wearing Hey Dude shoes in wet grass, that you will slip and break a prop like I did. So
that's
I
one
see.
reason I don't like flying in the morning. Chad broke a tooth on a carabiner while kiting in a harness in high winds a couple of weeks ago. Wings snapped up really fast, and gosh, I need my glasses.
Carabiner.
Oh, the
smack-
carabiner smacked me in the mouth. Dang. Guess we need to add, mouth gear to.
Wow, actually,
Start
that's
wearing
the
a
first time
mouthpiece.
I've heard that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Tony Marzano, as far as the collapsing was, he said, I was told to grab a steering toggle on one side and keep pulling it until it collapses. That's a good one. Absolutely.
Yeah. And another thing that comes to mind, and probably most of us have been here, there are days where it's right on the line. Is it going to be a reverse? Is it going to be a forward? Usually in a case like that, I'll just go with the forward. I'm just speaking me personally. I mean, if it's on the line, it could be one or the other, but the winds are just a little switchy maybe. My point is with that is that if you do that, be ready with the throttle, just
Yeah.
in case you hit the cycle at the wrong time. I mean,
when I was going through training, that same thing happened. It was going between lower winds to higher winds. So a gust came and I thought, oh, this is the perfect time for me to launch, but it was technically should have been a reverse. So I'm doing my same run to get my wing up, and the wind hit that wing right in the power zone and yanked me backwards. So you got a strong wind like that on a forward launch. If you take off too hard, it'll reverse you real quick.
well, and that's probably a little stronger than
Yeah,
what
it
I
was strong.
referring to, but yeah.
I was just learning then though. So that was my second flight. So I was like, oh, it's a great wind. Bam! And it just yanked me back on my butt. I'm like, okay, shouldn't
you
be trying so hard. No, I did not turtle. It just yanked me back and I pretty much sat down.
Yeah, definitely got to be careful. Have you guys seen the new Run Into the Sky website?
That looks sharp.
If you go to
Yeah.
runthesky.org, that is our nonprofit organization to help disabled veterans and disabled people experience the freedom and the thrill of paramotoring. So Butch Fly is the first one, and this is his first flight.
I was fixing to say, that's a good looking guy there.
That is a good looking guy there. So we were able to get him gear. He ran into the sky, so that's why we call it Run to the Sky. We are really working hard on getting that school built. So It's just amazing how much we are able to get done. On the page 2, it says donate. Does it actually work? I hope so, because we've been working on this darn thing for a long time.
This is cool. You should have it as, once you get it all together, put like a little music on there and have like, use it for an intro for the
I
show.
know, right?
You'd
That'd
be
be really
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, you can do it. I know you can do it, Sean.
Butch,
Hang
you
tight before
can
you clip
do
in.
it.
I used to tell my boys that all the time. You can do it. And they'd get all
You can
excited.
do it.
That's why I tell Robert, you can do it. So
And what's really cool too is you can fly. I mean, we get numerous people. Hey, Butch, how many people do we have in the queue now to go through school? Is-
7
is
or
it-
8.
Okay, so we got
Wow.
a queue of people that are ready to come through. If you've seen the Quad First Flight and Run to the Sky nonprofit update, Butch actually got the toilet working now. So we got the toilet, we got
We got
spigots,
walls.
we got water, right? We've been working nonstop, and for you guys that don't know, we're usually up between 4 and 5 in the morning working on this, and we don't get home until what, 9 or 10?
Yeah.
So if you see Butch nodding off, it's because he's really been working really hard at doing this. I mean, he's been really kicking some butt, and I tell you, without him, I don't know what I would do. I mean, he's really taken a lot of stress off of me. Everybody that's been working for Run to the Sky has been doing that. Hey, look at this, there's a Kangoo basic right there.
That's
Yeah.
it. Looks very similar.
Yeah.
So
And-
what attached to that?
What's attached to the Kangoo? So if you look at this right here, this right here, that's where your seat sits, and it's one of the best seat sitter on a trike, on a light trike that I've ever had. It sits really nice and easy. Some of them have just a piece that goes back and forth. This right here sets your whole butt on it. This plate back here is they have multiple plates depending on what kind of paramotor you have. So you might need a larger one, you might need a smaller one, and you can pretty much put almost anything on these plates for the Kangoo Basic. If you guys haven't seen it, we have the Kangoo Basics over on our website at Run to the Sky.
Yeah, it's pretty universal, Will. As long as you got straight or diagonal base bars coming off the bottom of your trike, it clamps onto those bars, and that's it. So if you
That
got
is
something
so
that'll
cool.
fit on, then it'll work.
that is so cool.
Yeah,
I'm very fascinated by that. How, because the only time I just see trikes, and see a couple in the air, but it'd be cool to have somebody like do a video how they put that all together, piece it all together.
I just
It's like a
did one. I
puzzle.
haven't posted it yet, but I did just do the whole putting it together video, and I'll post it a little bit probably after the show.
Yeah, I wish I had more
Okay.
videos of me flying all my gear and all my machines. And once we get the school up and running, obviously I'll have a lot more time to do videos on, how this works, different, all of our different wings. We have multiple wings, multiple vendors that, sell us wings. We demo wings from, many different vendors, many different importers. We've been very, very lucky to have these amazing people, say, hey, would you like to try something? Sure, no problem. So this is just the frame, right? But we got our meter loop in, we got that run, and now we got a box in. So we actually
Oh,
got a
wow.
box.
Oh, look at
Butch
there. Just
framed
need
up.
switches.
I know Butch framed up the bathroom. So now we got the bathroom, and we got it's really massive as far as how big this place is. We even have a big lean-to out there. And
Nice.
it's small enough that we can actually put a loft in it. So we're thinking about being able to put a loft in it too.
Dang, man.
Wow.
2 feet and a heartbeat says there's a recall on the 185 air box. I know people were having problems with those things cracking, but I didn't know they did a recall on them yet.
I think I
Yeah.
saw that. Where did I see that? I saw it on either a video or somebody on here told us about
Derek
it.
told
East Paramotor, also it's on there. On the,
What's the, I'm sorry, what's the, for people that know like me, because I need to refresh my brain, what's the air box? Like,
The
what does it look like and all that?
The air box is it's different on different motors, but when you see motors, the air box is kind of like the intake of air that it's usually round. And they let me see if I can find one real quick. Pretty
And
much
these are only found on the motors, right?
yes.
Yeah, it sits on top of the carburetor. So all the air that goes into the carburetor, it filters out all the dirt and stuff so that doesn't go down into the internal parts of your motor and tear it apart.
Absolutely.
But people are having problems with them cracking and falling off and stuff. So I guess that's why they're doing a recall. There's
if
a
you go to-
couple air boxes.
Yeah, so if you go to paramotormotors.com, it actually goes over to our motor site. So let's see where we can
Paramotor, Arkansas.
Yeah, and they're all different. Like this right here, this is an air box, for the coarse air. The Plini has a different type. I mean, all the different motors have different air boxes, but
Oh, wow.
let's go ahead
Wow,
and
they're not cheap, are they?
see this right here. That's the air box.
Moly.
That's for the whole motor, Linda.
Oh,
Not
oh.
the air box.
This is the whole
I was
motor.
gonna
This
say,
is the
dang.
This is the Motor 185, and you can get a brand new motor for only like 300 or 3,000 bucks. It's on sale. We're probably going to be able to put some more things on sale here too. So please make sure you go over to paramotorarkansas.com. We have a huge catalog and we're adding more and more stuff to our shop every single day. We are full service. If you want to learn to fly, come over and learn how to fly. You want to come over here and learn how to maintenance your motor. We help you guys maintenance your motor. You want to buy something, we have almost anything that you can possibly get because we get school discounts. So we are able to actually pass these discounts on to consumers. So
Right transition, come on over. Advanced training, come on over. We got
It's September. I'm wondering when Sean's going to start working on that Eclipse fly-in.
It's for all my buddies. If you know me and you have my cell phone number, you can come over to our Eclipse fly-in. It's not going to be a big public thing that we put on all over the place because we can only hold about 5,000 pilots. So it's just gonna be nice and small, not a lot of people.
to order now.
If there's 5,000 pilots there, I'm not flying. I'll tell you that right now.
Just my
Why?
closest 5,000 friends. That's it. I can't do any more. But if you are interested in doing the fly-in, it's a private fly-in, and it's going to be April 8th of next year, because that's when the eclipse goes across the whole United States again, and we're basically right underneath. I think it's going to be a 5 or 6 minute totality, so it's going to be one of the longest total solar eclipses in a very long time. So I want to be flying up there.
Take some time off from work and go train with Sean. He'll get you in the air. You're in Kentucky. Well, he says, I wish I could train with you.
Oh, come on over. We got people from Florida that come over, from all over the United States. Alabama. And some of them actually decide to move here and stay here. Actually, 2 of my students moved from different states, moved here to be here and train with me and fly with me all the time. So that's really cool. I enjoy that. Obviously, I don't expect anybody to come over and move from their state and come over here and fly with me all the time. However, if you live close, which a lot of our students do, come on over. I'm out there every flyable day. You can fly every morning, every night. 9 times out of 10, half an hour before sunrise for an hour or 2, right? And an hour or 2 before sunset, up to half an hour after sunrise or after sunset. We're flying at least 5 hours a day.
I've got 35 hours on my motor.
So
That's too much flying.
Well, let's ask.
The two numbers are for the recall. If you serial number CRC, let me zoom it. CRC 019405 or CRC 024840.
What do you, can you share that? Are you reading it someplace like on the internet?
At the Southeast Paramotor group on Facebook, but I've also
Okay.
put those two numbers in the chat.
Okay.
So check
So
it.
where do we
Right.
find our serial number, Will Fly? Is it on the
I have no
Paramotor
idea.
or
On the
is it
airbox.
on the airbox, right?
On the airbox, yes.
I don't think the factory R is in that recall, but I mean, I'll try and find my serial number and see if it's one of those.
Right,
Excellent.
Oh,
I
I
guess.
think his dog started barking, so he muted. And
Okay.
Hey, now you're making me second guess myself. The CRC I assumed was the number on the airbox. And
So yeah, we definitely need to figure out where is it? I mean, are we looking on the motor itself or are we looking on the airbox? Because
yeah, and what years does it apply to? NY 19, 20, 21, 22?
well, those let me just pull it up.
okay. And then when you pull it up, are you able to show it?
I can show you what I have.
Okay.
And we can go from there.
I am so anxious to go to the fly-in. Hey, Kojak, I see you eating your lollipop.
Tony was wanting to know if you've ever done any high wind kiting with a trike.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm when I do trike, it's nil wind and it's early in the morning and I just don't want to lift anything. Old grandpa has old bones every once in a while. So but you know, if there's I don't know. No, I don't do high wind. All right, what do we got here?
Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Yep.
So, right. Right. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Looks like a very busy group.
Oh, it's a great group. So if you live in the Southeast, yeah, come on over, join us. Southeast.
There it
Paramotor.
is.
Yeah. So I basically posted this and I can't remember who initially put it out. Maybe Kyle? I don't know. So Paramotor group. Batch of Vitarazi airboxes on the Moster 185. Vitarazi is unaware at the time, but has since jumped up to get it taken care of. If you have a motor in the CRC number, so it is a motor serial number.
So is it in between those two numbers? Anything in between, or is that just like two numbers? That's what I'm.
Well, that says and. So,
Okay.
so in there it tells you can locate the serial number and you take a photo of it. And once you determine you're eligible, then header product USA. Well, that's all I've got. That's from One Up Adventures.
Okay.
So you can maybe check their website too.
I can do that.
I did a quick Google search and the only thing that came up for the CRC is the Adam 80 user manual. It says CRC XXXXX and it started, you know, talking about the engine. So, oh, the serial code of your engine is located under the engine casing behind the fixing plate of the silencer body. Okay.
The CRC number is the serial number on the motor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to be in the manual. I got the manual right here, but it doesn't. It's not going to just be like, "Hey, here's your serial number."
What's up, 555? Mad Sloper joined us too.
Oh, good. Let's see. Oh, looks like, I don't know. Have you guys seen our new school? I want to show you guys something really cool. Is that cool?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to see the progress.
Can I see?
Oh, yeah.
Can I show you something cool?
Doors, the front doors.
Ta-da!
Oh, yeah.
Look at that big logo in the middle there. That's sweet. Is that painted on? Or is it
Now
like-
this is the
Which one?
picture of our school with imposed Paramotor Arkansas, Run to the Sky, Air Boss, and stuff like that to see what it looks like, and then try to figure out how we're going to put it on the school. So that's our school, but it doesn't have all the logos on it yet.
Okay, I got you.
So that's what we're looking for. So the office is where it says Air Boss. And I didn't think about that, but Wade, our president of Run to the Sky, actually thought, you know what? How about instead of office, we put Air Boss. I thought it's pretty cool.
Yeah. A little Photoshop magic there.
I'm telling you, I can't do that stuff. So I'm glad I have people that know what they're doing, because don't ask me how to do that stuff. I'm not a computer guy.
Yeah, right.
Yes, you are.
I'm a computer engineer, not a computer, editor type of thing, and put
Oh,
together.
yeah, right. You can edit a movie in like 15 minutes. And that's including the movie, watching it.
Yeah, I think Will saw me do that too. I showed him how to edit on iMovie, and I don't think he was able to follow it either. But then again,
You're a pretty good master at that.
he can definitely put together some really awesome videos using some serious movie magic. So if you guys haven't been over to Will's channel, check out willflyppg.com. That forwards over to his YouTube channel. Really freaking amazing.
Thank you.
Pretty cool. Got some videos.
I'm gonna post a link that will help it's from Sky Sports USA's page.
Okay.
And I think it'll help for the recall.
Yeah, definitely a shout out to the guys over at Chris over at Sky Sports USA. Chris, amazing. You go over to skysportsusa.net and you order something, he puts it in the mail almost immediately. As he's getting it, he goes, "You want that? There you go, throw it in the mail." I mean, and you get it really quick. Amazing service. It's just as good as Amazon, but you don't have to pay Amazon prices, that's for sure. So shout out to Sky Sports USA.
And
Chris.
you get free Airhead candy.
I know he sends you candy, so we order a lot.
Airheads.
We order a lot just to get candy. Pretty awesome. Anybody have who do you guys like to order parts from? Do you guys like the Sky Sports USA? If you do, put some thumbs up on our video here. Not only does it show us that you like Sky Sports, but it helps us and our metrics. We definitely appreciate you guys. Man, also too, we would not be able to put this school together without your help. When you guys go over to Run to the Sky and you go over to the donation portion, you are helping people, you're helping disabled veterans get into an amazing school. Look at that LZ. See, this is a huge LZ. It's awesome. And they'll be able to run to the sky. So please go over here, check it out, hit that donation button and help us out with a couple of bucks. We do PayPal. You can use the QR codes if you just want to do some Cash App or QR codes. If you don't want to do anything like this, you can actually go over here and cash or check, and they have a little form right here, so you can send it to us, and you don't even have to send us anything like that as far as like going through your credit card. Just send us a check. That really helps. So we definitely, I'm going to go ahead and tell you some numbers here, just so you know what we're doing. Okay. The building, all that stuff that you see over there, all the work that's been done, getting close to about 50,000, right? Which is stuff that we got him, that was close to 15,000 retail, right? And getting him through the school. We have all these people that are coming in to go to school. We got 8 people. Is it 8? I thought we had 10. So it's
8.
down, it's 8? Okay.
8 to 10.
8 to 10. So I know, yeah, I know that didn't we have like 2 more people today?
Yeah, we got
Probably
like,
would be 10, right? All
yeah,
right.
probably
So
around-
yeah, we're getting a list of these people that are coming in and they really need your help as far as just a little bit of something. You know, we're getting them gear, we're buying them the PPG Bible book, you know, we're getting them a place to stay if they need a place to stay. We're giving them, we're making food, right? We're grilling out there, we're making sure that they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plenty of drinks. We're really helping these people out a lot, and we really need your
Gas.
help support. Oh my gosh, gas.
gas. We've been going through $100 and something every weekend just in gas.
Yeah, and that's not a full class either. That was just a
No.
partial class. So, you know, and the oil.
No,
The oil is expensive too. We're going through a bunch. So I don't know if you guys understand how much it takes to run a school. It takes a lot. And a lot of people are putting a lot of heart and soul into this. So if you're able to go to runtothesky.org, it's 100% tax deductible. It is a 501c3. So, you know, it's a legit nonprofit, and help us out as much as you can. We'll keep you posted on all the people coming through. We'll do videos, and obviously you guys can come over anytime that you want to, hang out the school, check it out, fly at our LZ anytime that you want to. Just come on over and, you know, hang out and talk paramotors. It's pretty much like this, but you're actually able to go fly.
It's kind of like this, but better.
It's kind of like this podcast, but much better.
Yeah, I found something for you, Sean.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me put it up here. So
Okay.
this is the service bulletin. This is directly from Vito.
Okay.
Vito. And that's what give you all the information you need. And it is between these 2 serial numbers here. At the
Okay,
top.
up to. All right.
Let's
Let's
put a link in that.
can you send a link here in the Zoom chat also? So we have a copy of it here in the Zoom chat. And what I'll do is I'll start posting it on all of our pages too, that we admin everything from PPG Grandpa, Run to the Sky, Paramotor Arkansas. We'll put all that stuff on. That way people that don't watch the podcast, or if they're listening to the podcast, we'll put that in the description in the audio podcast too. So just look in the description so you'll be able to check that out to see if your Moster needs a new airbox. So what's going on with the airboxes? Are they cracking or falling apart, or?
They're cracking is what I
Yeah.
understand.
Hmm.
Put that in the chat. You said this chat, the Zoom
Yeah,
chat?
the Zoom chat. That way I can grab it, because it's hard for me to go from here to, you know,
The ring that actually slides around the intake of your carburetor is cracking right there where the airbox connects. It'll crack and that part will break off. Then
Oh,
you just
no.
have the ring still on your intake and the whole airbox will come off. Which
Oh,
you have a strap on there though, so it shouldn't go back into your prop. Shouldn't. But lots of people posted pictures of it cracked. And I'm like, man, I hope mine doesn't do that.
Oh no. That's awful. That's awful. So I
Causes
am,
it to crack.
Just the vibration,
Oh,
the motor, yeah.
oh,
And the
okay.
material apparently is not quite as strong as it should have been.
Right.
got a bad batch of plastic probably.
that
So you
happened.
don't even, it could happen at any time then. It's not like,
Right. So it should
don't
be
even
part of
know
your
that there's a
pre-flight check
defect.
to check that thing anyway. You know, make
Hmm.
sure that your airbox is on there secure, not cracked, feel floppy, anything like that.
oh, okay. Interesting. As
Definitely
always, I
interesting.
learn something every time. That's why I just love
Always.
to be on, you know, I just love my show, you know, Sean.
I love your show. And if you love her and you love this show, please give us some thumbs up. We should have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thumbs up with this. How many people do we have watching? About 20. So help us out with some thumbs up. We definitely appreciate it. We
Yeah,
definitely appreciate it.
who's in the chat tonight? Because I'm trying not to put my glasses on less as possible. So I'll let one of you guys read the yeah.
Yeah,
Read.
Will, you're good at reading.
Yeah.
You went to college.
So I can say
Did.
hi to everybody.
Help us out a little bit. Can you say hi to everybody? It's almost 8 o'clock, and we definitely want to recognize people that've been in the chat.
You bet.
Yes.
We got Kenneth
Thank you.
Kidwell, 2 feet and a heartbeat, Deweese Milstead, Daniel Roush, Tony Marzano, and Flying Flamingo,
There we go. Yay.
and Scuba. I don't know who Scuba is. Butch Fly, what's going on, man?
Butch Fly, I heard about him.
Yeah. And we've got some more. Going down here. Make sure I don't miss anyone.
Awesome.
John Wayne. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were. He
John
said,
Wayne.
yeah, he said, hey, in the middle there. I didn't catch it. What's up, John?
Working
I
on
think
his
what he
tail
said
lights.
was- yeah, he's working, but he's listening. So hello, John. We know you're there, buddy.
Yay.
Usually when John says, hey,
Awesome.
I just landed, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Oh,
That dude
another
flies a lot.
shout out to John Wayne. Because we also, as far as Run to the Sky, Run to the Sky also sells wings and all the motors and everything. So any profit that comes from the wings or motor sales through Run to the Sky, 100% of anything extra goes to disabled veterans. So if you can't help us out as far as, donations or whatever, buy a wing. So John Wayne bought a wing, and those proceeds are going to the next person that comes through that's going to help out. So John Wayne, big shout out to you, buddy. Thank you.
Yay.
CT Fly, that would be next April is when that eclipse happens. So during that time period is when that flying's going to be.
Hey,
April.
we got more in the chat too. I didn't
Yeah?
finish. Yep, didn't finish. We got not only Chad, but we got the Chad in the chat, and we got Craig B. And did I say Greg Laney?
555.
Chris Lockley. Yeah.
Yo,
555.
Chris.
Mad Sloper. What's up, man?
Yeah. Look at this. Pom-poms for everybody.
Awesome.
Now she pulls her pom-poms out. All right.
I think I had too much iced coffee today.
Joe.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, Joe Adele. City Fly. And I think I got them all. If I missed your name.
Vance Oliver and you got Joe Adele, but Vance Oliver, I don't know if you got that one.
555, Craig B.
Craig B.
Got them? Okay, excellent. I am so
Awesome.
happy that we had such a wonderful show tonight. And also
Yeah.
shout out to Chris. Chris has really helped us out as far as big shout out to Chris. He's the one that was on and did his first flight with the quad. He went up today for
Oh.
another flight. So, I mean, he is doing absolutely amazing.
That's so
He-
cool.
He is our number one guy that's helped us put this school together. Without this guy, this would not be going as fast. So everyone say, thank you, Chris Lockley. You are amazing.
You
Thank you,
are
Chris.
amazing.
Thanks, Chris.
Appreciate it.
Big shout out to Chris. Thank you, buddy. Definitely
Inspiration.
appreciate you.
Yes, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Absolutely.
I love
So,
it. Love it here.
Anything,
get-
it's almost like 8 o'clock. Tomorrow morning comes early. So the question is, any questions from anybody in the super chat that we may have missed? Anything in the panel that you guys want to talk about before we say goodbye? So long,
There's
farewell.
one other thing. I'm not sure, but I think Tony was talking about cleaning the air box. I'm going to post the actual video from Bitterazzi about maintenance and maintaining your air box. So that may or may not help you there, Tony.
Absolutely.
Oh, cool.
If you throw that in the Zoom, any link that you put, I will put it in the show notes and description. So that way, everybody that listens to our show later on will be able to see the links in there. So thank you so much,
Yep.
Mr. Will. Will is another guy that we want to say hello to and definitely do a shout out. He is our treasurer for the nonprofit runtothesky.org. Once again, without his hard work and commitment to Run to the Sky, this would not be working for us at all. Another shout out to Butch Fly. He moved from Alabama, came over here, gave up his heart and soul to be here. And we voted him in a week ago as the director of operations over at Run to the Sky School, because he is nonstop work. I've told him, dude, settle down. He goes, no, man, I got to get this done. And he's working his fingers to the bone. I mean, he has more cuts and scrapes on him than anybody should. So
Which
shout out
gets a
to you. Shout out to you, Butch Fly. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you for everybody that donated for making the dream come true. That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm
There you go.
my butt to try to repay the favor and pay it forward. You know, that's what it's all about, the love.
That's right. Like this. They get the love.
Oh, we did do a screenshot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do a screenshot with love. See
I
the
can't
hearts
do
coming
that.
out.
That's not, oh, that's cool.
So that's one of the updates that you can do now.
Oh,
If you do a heart and you do it right, it'll show.
I can't do a heart though.
I
'cause
I think you're full of it. It doesn't work.
That's not fair. Covering
This
your
is,
face, though, Steve.
honestly, this is a Zoom thing. Only Zoom does this.
So what
get-
happens if you use your middle finger?
I don't know.
It must be something you have to turn on because
So get closer. Get closer.
I'm not getting it either, Steve.
Get closer. Get closer.
Hey, that's a little weird,
Oh
Steve.
my gosh, get
Too
close.
close. All right, so whenever you're ready.
Ready when you see the hearts.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right,
All right, excellent.
do one more, just for
All
that,
right, one more.
because I didn't do any peace sign. Okay,
Come on, come on, heart. Come on, heart. There we go.
there you go. All right, we got
What? Scuba did no heart? He just gave us a thumb?
it doesn't work.
You still
I'm
do
saying-
that.
Did you do your updates? Did you do your updates?
Trying to do all this.
Maybe it needs an update. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Have you guys seen the new things that you can do when you're on video? You do different signs. It will actually do different things for you. It's the newest update. Definitely check it out.
how do you do it?
So
What are
make yourself a heart. You gotta get closer.
Oh, that's cool.
Did it work for her?
No.
See? Go ahead, Butch. Big heart like this, off to the side like this, so we can see your arms. Right? See your arms. There you go.
That thing happens.
What did I created a bunch of monsters here.
Oh no, my heart looks kind of like weird.
Oh, hey, I'm getting a little bit muscle there.
We're doing hearts and he's doing guns.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, look at your bump.
Wait a minute. Wait, Sean, are you related to Jerry Fly? Oh my God. Doing this.
I'll check for updates. Let's see if there's any updates.
You're
Oh,
so
update
sweet,
available.
Jerry. We
Well,
love
there you go.
There you go. You guys do your updates, do your hearts so everybody can see that you're doing
Right.
hearts.
Yeah, it says it'll do it after the meeting ends. Okay.
Oh,
There it goes.
Okay.
After the meeting, yeah. Oh, your update. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody update your Zoom. Send some love to everybody.
Oh, there we go. Recognize hand gestures.
Look at that. It just worked for him. I see.
I'm not even, how'd you do that? I'm
You
I'm
got-
afraid to touch anything,
So make sure in your settings it says recognize hand gestures. So when you do your
Reactions.
hand gestures, you'll recognize it.
Is that an app?
There.
Soon.
He just put a heart up there. He's
Oh,
like, I'm just
man,
gonna put a
really?
heart up there.
Where is that? Is
Recognize,
that on the
hand
bottom of
gestures.
the screen? Where is that?
That's in settings.
Oh, reactions, right?
I don't
Is
know.
it the
No,
reaction?
that's
Yeah,
something
reactions.
completely different.
Yeah.
Get
Is?
reactions?
What? What is this?
Well, we got something to play with here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I found the heart.
How many people have Zoom? How many people can do these things on Zoom? You got to let us know in the super chat because we're going to be going soon.
Oh yeah, there's my heart. Oh, look at that.
I cannot make a heart, apparently.
Apparently, I can't neither.
Yours,
I
no,
like
you,
that.
you
You
got
got to,
heart.
but you got to do it like this where we can see your face.
Recognize hand
So
gestures.
do your
Oh.
face. So go up a little bit more because we're
Nothing.
doing heart from our heart. Ah,
But I still don't have that yet.
Does this count as my cardio? Because this is
I-
difficult.
I don't know what that is, Butch, but
How do I-
Will. I
How do
mean,
I make it stay
both
on
you,
the
Mr.
screen?
Flies.
I don't know how to make a heart.
It doesn't know anything. All right.
Does it do thumbs ups?
Yeah, it's supposed to do. It said recognize, like that and thumbs
Oh,
up.
there it is.
Oh wow. Mine doesn't do anything. It's like no.
I think
there you
he's
go.
messing with us.
It
What do you
says
think?
it
I am
right
some sort of
there.
computer guy or something? I mean, I'm just seeing what this thing does. I mean, there we go. Look, got hearts.
Oh, it
You know what?
shows it, but it doesn't put it on the screen. That's weird.
Oh, you don't see
come
the you don't see the hearts popping up?
You
I
just
see.
get a little heart in the upper corner. Is that it?
Yeah, when I do a thumbs up, it shows it down in the bottom of Zoom, but it doesn't show on my screen or anything. Yeah, see, okay, now it's doing a timer. Yeah, now it shows
Oh.
I'm doing a thumbs up, but that's all it does. I wonder what the hand one
funny.
does.
So funny.
It doesn't, well, now.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay.
dude, Bill's got something.
Oh, see, his popped up. What the heck, man?
You
I'm
got to
getting
hold
lost.
it there
It's
because
a
it does a
hand
little
reaction.
circle when it recognizes something.
Right.
It's a little circle on the hand gesture, and you got to hold it there until the circle completes.
Yeah, I did that, and it was like, and I waited till the circle completes, and then yeah, there it goes. There goes the circle, and then once it gets done, it's going to say,
wow,
"Oh wait, now,
okay.
yeah, I see the thumb." Okay.
Where
Yeah,
are
it's
you
the
guys
thumb.
looking? All I did is hit the
Reactions.
reaction
It says
button.
recognize hand gestures under reactions. Make sure that's
Oh.
checked.
The one that says raise hand.
But right below that, recognize hand gestures. It should be one right below that.
Right beside record, it says reactions.
Oh, the play chime
Oh,
for
look, I'm
raise
laughing,
hand.
and look at that popped up because I'm laughing. That's funny.
That.
But the heart, yeah, that's not working. That's like, no, maybe if I over this way.
I can't get my heart on.
You can't get your heart on.
I'm worried about
What'd
you
you just
saying
say? You
that.
can't what? Okay.
We just have crooked hearts.
Yeah.
Something.
That's so awesome. So you can see all the hearts coming out of mine, right?
Yeah, we see that.
No, you did that. I hit the reaction one, and the only thing that came up said something about chimes.
Yeah, you need to update. Yeah, because it's supposed to be right below that. It says recognize hand gestures, but I don't have the new one that does the hearts apparently. So
Oh, I thought I had to wait for Zoom to tell me to update. So I can update anytime I want then? Just get in
Yes.
there.
Date anytime you want. Yeah.
go to settings and then it'll say check for updates. You click on that and then it'll.
Okay,
So
well, I
if
will
you
just do that.
are listening to this, sorry for all this stuff.
Crazy.
If you want to see what we're talking about, you definitely got to
We
run
lost
over to
everybody.
iflyparamotors.com. It'll forward over to my YouTube. Just look on this particular Monday, September 18th, 2023. Watch it. You'll just laugh your bums off. Anyway, before we keep on going on and on about stuff
I
that's
can hardly
Paramotor.
stand it.
Oh.
I told you I created-
if you are still listening to this, what we're doing is we're finding out that Zoom does hand gestures. So when we put our hands in the form of a heart, it actually pops up a bunch of animated hearts and stuff. So
Oh, I can't wait till next week then. Boy, we're gonna have fun with this.
Yeah, we'll have it next week. Too bad it won't do pom-poms or anything. You could just.
I know.
that might be a next thing. That might be next.
Right.
So
I know.
anyway, tomorrow, is there anything going on? Will,
Well,
as
still
far
like,
as-
I'm gonna do this.
tomorrow, Will, is there anything going on as far as
Paramotor Hangout? No, that was
yeah.
a special show. We'll do one every so often, like after, an event that we attend.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in a meeting now, and we'll be doing some meeting stuff. Everybody get on your keyboard and let's do our stuff. But yeah, nothing going on tomorrow.
Under part 103.
This is a meeting. It's very, very serious. And if you're listening to us, we are doing some other things where you can actually do an immersive view through Zoom. So it looks like we're actually in a meeting room. Pretty cool what Zoom can do nowadays. You got to come over here and watch the show. I mean, really, you got to come over to iflyparamotors.com and just watch the shows. It's hilarious. All right. So how about Wednesday? Wednesday, we still got paramotorgirl.com with Jade.
Yes,
Alright.
just want to fly on Wednesday night. Yes,
Just want to fly.
that's
Excellent.
always a lot of fun.
It is. And
Love
then
you, Jay. Love you, Eric. Love your show.
Definitely. And glad that she's getting better too. Jade's getting much better. I've been watching her
Yes.
Facebook posts. So
Yep.
shout out to you, Jade. You're looking good. Keep it up.
That's right.
Thursday, something's going on Thursday. I think it's a very famous son of somebody on this panel, which I forgot to shout out to Linda. She's also the PR girl, not only on this show, but she's also the PR girl at runnintothesky.org. So
I didn't. Yeah. And if y'all missed it last week, make sure that you watch the show because Will was there. We had a really interesting topic about handling emergencies, when other pilots get hurt and all that. And yeah, I learned a lot on that show too. So if y'all missed it, it's paraglidingtalk.com with your host Robert Michaels every Thursday night. And he always has some really cool, I have to say, he always has some really cool topics on there and cool guests. And last week was pretty interesting. It was really something that, even like with our show, whatever, we should talk about the safety issues and all that, every once in a while, just kind of update and talk about different things, about being safe in the air, as I call it. So, but yeah, you can catch them on Thursday nights, paraglidingtalk.com. And Sean Nasser is on there and he spins the wheel so you can win a prize and all that stuff. Oh, stop. Now, see, now I have to get it. And now when I'm done, I'm going to be playing with it and get it updated. Yes. Oh, look at
I think Will's sitting on some telephone books. That ain't right.
I do look a little high, don't I?
I wish I could take my pom-poms and bop you all in the head like this.
Well, we feel it kind of digitally, so thank you.
It disappears.
Something's going on Fridays too, right? What's going on
Fridays, man, it's just it's everything hangs out on Fridays. Yeah, that's it. That's Scuba's Hangout Friday.
Rated R.
Paramotordude.com. I wouldn't say it's rated R. It's
rated. It's rated. I bet it's rated PPG.
There you go.
All right.
That's it.
It's fun. I like your show.
And how do we get to see your show? How do we get there?
Go to paramotordude.com. That'll take you straight over my YouTube channel. Subscribe because I post my YouTube video. Yeah, I post my YouTube videos. I post my paramotor videos over there also, which I have a separate channel for, which I need to start posting to, which I'll do.
Well, with only 10 hours on your motors, I hope that you get up there a lot more and are able to take more video and.
Oh yeah, well, see, that's the other reason I got a trike. When it gets cold, I don't mind bundling up as long as I can sit in a trike and take off with all that clothes on.
That's interesting. A lot of people don't want to do the trike thing because they think it's for old folks, old fogies. But man, trikes are great.
I think it's another convenience. It's like getting power windows in a car that used to have the roll up windows. Oh, we might be too old for that.
Yeah.
Roll up windows? I don't know if I roll up windows.
I remember having a car that did not have power steering.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I know. I added power steering fluid and it worked great. So
Try driving a truck without power steering. Yeah, back in the day.
Before power steering. Yeah, that was pretty rough. So
People don't know how good they got it now, man.
no, they really don't. We were just watching a commercial. I wish that I would have pulled it up. Back in 1989, they did a commercial from
The
Radio
cell
Shack
phone.
for the cell phone, right? The big box, you know, you
Yeah.
had the cell phone
Yeah.
with the line on
Yep.
it. And it was a mobile phone back in 1989. I remember my first
Yep.
phone, the bag phone that I put in the car because I could plug it in. $200 for 200 minutes. There's no such thing as text back then. So $200 a month for 200
Yep.
minutes. And if you called someone and they answered and hung up, that was 1 minute. That was $1. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to call in and get credit. I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. When I started at Home Depot, I got hired on in 1987. So right around 89, then those phones came out, and I worked in electrical at the time for a while or whatever. And I had so much fun, but yeah, I had to help literally display, put out all the displays that's when all the cordless phones started
Yeah.
coming out.
Phones used to have cords. Yeah.
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 Yeah. And
I get we had the phone in the hallway with like 100-foot coiling
Yes.
cord. I would carry
it
it off
could
in
reach
the living room.
all
Phone for you.
over the house with that one cord. And when you went back, that thing twisted up so bad.
Oh yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah.
Remember the party
so
line?
fun.
I can clear
Yeah,
my A lines in my glider than one of them damn phone lines.
And like
Lot
Butch
easier.
said,
If you
remember,
go to the
and
thrift stores, if you go to the thrift stores, you'll see those laying around on the shelves here and there, those cordless, the big bulky cordless phones,
yeah,
you'll
remember
see
when you
them.
had to dial like this and you had to wait for that thing to go all the way back? And you hated anything that had 9 or 0 in it because it went zip, zero. Oh my God.
There's another video.
Yeah,
You
I
probably
know.
already made this video,
My
Yeah.
parents
Sean.
still have the rotary phone.
Dang, the number's 999
Oh no, not 999. Never
Freaking
call.
day.
Never call.
Have you already made a video about how to untangle your lines, Sean? You probably have.
Numerous times, and that's
Okay.
always a topic over at the airfield. How many times have we untangled lines?
Oh, several of them. I've done got pretty good at it.
Yeah. Everybody that sees it go, oh my God, that looks like a complete time. I was like, really? It doesn't take that long. You
No.
get your A's and follow them back, and you can let everything else fall down, and it's pretty much done. You may have to do one flip, and you're
Yeah.
done.
Mhm.
The winds cooperate, it's a piece of freaking cake. But if it's like switchy wind and the wings going all over the
Oh
place,
yeah,
it can
yeah.
be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
I could see how, I mean, I've been in trouble several times from that very thing, but no, I mean, it's easy to untangle it if the wing stays still.
If you let go of your A's and it starts rolling through all of your lines, it can get kind of nasty. I wonder who we're
I would. I'd have a clue.
Yeah, Butch, you've been doing some really good videos, a little bit here and there, some flying videos. How do we get to your YouTube channel, man?
ppgbutch.com. Or
Yeah.
you can search for Fly Butch or Butch Fly on YouTube.
Fly Butch Fly? I
Fly
like Fly
Butch.
Butch Fly.
Like a bird.
Like a bird. So he needs some help. He needs you to go to his channel, go to ppgbutch.com, and forwards over to his YouTube channel. Click like, subscribe, bell notification, hook this guy up, and watch his videos. Because if you don't do that, he's not going to do any videos. I've been telling him, dude, do some videos. He's like, I only got a couple subscribers. Get more subscribers. Well, help him get some more subscribers so he makes some videos.
You got to make more videos to get more subscribers, man.
There you go, man.
It's
Yep.
kind of a balance
People
thing.
will watch them.
I'm
Hey,
trying
didn't
to
you
get
just-
this editing stuff? But I'm
Didn't you
not
just post a really cool video about this guy, this paramotor pilot, and it dropped 50 feet from the
Oh,
air? You
Yep.
got to watch this. Okay, so paramotor pilot was flying along and dropped 50 feet. Go to ppgbutch.com, find that, watch it. It is pretty cool. You got to do it. ppgbutch.com. All right, we also got Will Fly from Will Fly, ppg.com.
What's up?
So
Yeah, same thing. Just check me out on YouTube. Will Fly. You can search for Will Fly or go to willflyppg.com. We had a great meeting tonight. It was a lot of fun.
I always have so much fun. And if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Sean Simons, but everybody calls me PPG Grandpa. So I got ppggrandpa.com, and I actually have my own Facebook page called PPG Grandpa. You want to keep up with me and find some things out that I don't put out there for the general public? Just find the page PPG Grandpa. It's pretty cool on Facebook. Also, if you want to check me out anytime, hey, look through my windows. No. Go to iflyparamotors.com. They'll go to my YouTube page if you forget where I am. And obviously, I'm going to be over at paramotorarkansas.com working with students, and over at runintothesky.org, which is our nonprofit for disabled veterans, disabled people that need to get into sport, really need to get into the sport and don't know how to get into it. They come on over. We welcome them with open hearts. Where's the heart?
Hey, Angela, you came in late, so I'm gonna sum up the whole show for you. Paramotor. All right, good night.
All right. And
What about the paramotors?
it's all about the paramotors, and it's all about running into the sky. So check out runintothesky.org. We definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you so
Yes.
much for hanging out with us. Don't forget Wednesday, Paramotor Girl, Thursday, paraglidingtalk.com, Friday, paramotordude.com, and I will see you guys if you're going to go to EFD. Butch and I are going to go to EFD on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what's going on here, and we're going to be there until Friday morning, coming back here and then working with students on Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. So
You guys drive safe.
all work and so much play. It really is just so much fun. We have so much fun. Butch, how many hours do you work a day? 0, because we're having fun.
None. We're having a blast.
But we're up at 4 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night doing stuff all about paramotors. And it's
Well, you both need a break, so I'm glad you're getting over there. And then next Monday, then you have a lot to talk about.
I'm afraid we're going to go to EFD and open up the camper, and you guys won't see us for a couple of days because we're catching up on sleep.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
make sure you come over and knock on the door.
No,
and say,
the
"PPG Grandpa,
motor
come
sound
on."
will wake you up. You're gonna.
Oh, no, it won't.
It won't.
No.
He sleeps
I
with
wear
you.
Bose noise canceling earbuds at night.
Uh-huh.
I won't hear nothing. Even if you, if you shake the camper, I'll feel the shaking. But I won't hear you guys. So
I don't
Wow.
know, Butch Fly. I think you're gonna be a celebrity over there. So, when you come back to Earth, you know what I'm saying? I hope on Monday that we can, like talk to you, because you're gonna be
Oh,
like, yeah,
It's
that was
your
me.
Get your autograph ready,
I'm
Butch.
Butch.
I really need.
everybody knows the Butch. So Butch, you're amazing. Thank you for everything you do, boss. Appreciate you.
Kenneth,
Amazing.
don't wait around to get into the sport. I mean, the sooner you get in it, the better. That only gives you more time to fly for the rest of your life. So try to get in it as soon as you can. It's well worth it, honestly.
Check out Fly It Wyatt. If you haven't found Fly It Wyatt, I think
Oh,
he started when he
yeah.
was 9 or 10 years old, and he's been flying for years. And he went through his PPG1, PPG2, PPG3 instructors tandem. At 10 years old, I think he is 11, 12, wherever he is now.
Yeah,
He
12. I
is
think he's
a
12.
fully qualified tandem instructor, paramotor instructor. Can you imagine his life? When he gets up to 50, 60 years old, holy smokes.
Yeah, I've been watching him on it. Yeah, he's on Instagram.
Yeah. So
I've been
shout out
following
to
him.
Fly It
Yeah.
Wyatt. Fly It Wyatt. Awesome.
He's
So,
cool.
how many people, Butch, do we talk to that is like, man, I wish that I would have got into this sooner? Oh, we hear that all the time.
A lot. Yeah.
I
I
think
wish I
there-
got into it sooner, but since you can't, let's get into it as soon as possible.
There's a lot of young kids now and preteen stuff there to getting into this flying now, more than we used to see. So it's pretty exciting. I think it's like super cool.
Just had a call from a dad that wants his 14-year-old son to come over and learn to fly. So when we get back on Saturday, I don't think I told you, Butch, but we're gonna have the dad and a 14-year-old kid come over just to check it all out, watch first flights, watch what we're doing and stuff like that. So that's gonna be really cool.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yep.
Don't
And,
worry, Kenneth, we're getting off by 10 or 11 tonight, sooner or later.
Ah,
So it's
we're
PPG Butch, is it ppgbutch.com?
yes, ppgbutch.com. Probably
Okay.
should type it in the chat real quick.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, you are awesome. I
Thank
think to make it a link, you have to type in www.ppgbutch.com.
Yeah,
The whole
WW.
HTTP thing. Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
That works.
there you go.
I think you can make it by just doing.
Well,
No, you gotta have the TP. No, you gotta have
Yeah.
the HTTP.
Yeah, it's weird the way YouTube
All right.
works.
You gotta hold your hand like a certain way.
Yep. All right, we are losing people left and right. They're dropping out.
Okay.
You guys have helped us out a lot. Make sure you hit like. That really helps us out too. If you're watching after the fact, if you're listening to us, thank you. Sorry that we didn't talk
Thank
a
you
lot
much.
about paramotors, but check us out. Just keep on listening to all of our podcasts. We didn't have a guest tonight. Unfortunately, something came up. But we will have a guest next week, Monday, right here on ClearPropTV.com, paratalk.org. Find us at PPG Grandpa Paramotor
There
Podcast. You can find us anywhere. You type in PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. We are on Audible, on Amazon. We are on every place that you can possibly think of if you search for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, where we've been doing this for 4 years and I cannot see us ever stopping.
I can
So,
see it now.
come on, there's the hearts.
Oh,
No. And we'll see you guys next week right here. Be here, be there, be
ya.
square.
Love ya.
No, don't be square, but we'll see you next week. Have a great
much
evening.
love. Thank
Peace
you.
out, y'all.
Hi.
I always have the best time doing this.